Hey guys, today I finally decided to upgrade my Hercules and my Cerberus into their sophisticated forms. So Cerberus will turn into Ares, and Herc will turn into what's it called? Into Zeus. And I'm gonna go ahead and put some advanced sepulchrum into those. There's an event for consuming advanced sepulchrum. And that's sort of why this is on my mind. So the other option would be to start putting some advanced Mahra into my Poseidon. That doesn't seem super appealing to me because if I try and go for a red Poseidon, the main reason would be to make a second Frigga. And if you hadn't gathered, I haven't been recharging lately, so I don't really have the balance to do that type of stuff right now, and so I might as well just go ahead and upgrade this Hercules and Cerberus. You know, originally I was keeping them as Hercules and Cerberus because I thought, oh yeah, I'm just gonna merge them together. And if I merge them together, it'll be fine. I'll turn into Loki, and then at that point, I'll use advanced Mahra to make it red and fill it up with advanced sepulchrum and then turn it into Thor. But at the moment, again, not bothering to pay those costs, and if I do make another merge sylph, I think I would probably still go after Odin, so I would merge these two sylphs together. Even though Thor is very, very cool, and I do want a Thor, it's just one of those things where you know, you have to pick and choose. And so yeah, so we'll turn Herc into Zeus, and then, you know, down the road potentially I can turn these into red sylphs and fill them up with sepulchrum. Advanced sepulchrum and regular sepulchrum doing very, very well. However, advanced Mahra maybe not as much. We'll see. I can probably at least get one of them to red pretty easily, and then the second one it will take a bit more work. Alright, so let's go ahead. It's super cheap. I mean, this is stuff, I mean, everybody has seen these for the most part, but I thought I would go ahead and document it and sort of talk about why I'm going ahead with that. And it really is that I want something to put advanced sepulchrum into at the moment, and I don't have that. You know, my Poseidon, even though it's 1 star, is already filled with advanced sepulchrum, and I don't really want to upgrade him. So there's just no room. Okay, so here we go. Refine. So here we have Zeus. It's 500 moon dust, 500 moon rock. You could. Oh, okay. Alright, I thought I would get like a warning or something, so I jumped the gun a little bit there. So Refine instantly gives absolutely no warning whatsoever. Refine instantly, I think, is something that you can use bound balance. If you don't have enough materials, you can use bound balance to refine this sylph, but because I had all the materials, it just went ahead and made this sylph. So anyway, that's sort of funny. So maybe this time we'll just use the regular button. Again, another 500 moon dust and moon rocks. If I get an opportunity to exchange for these, and I have a lot of chests and there's nothing better to do, I'll go ahead and get these materials, because I do, I mean, at first I thought, oh yeah, I'll need a bunch of these to turn Loki into Thor. So now I don't really need to do that, I don't care, and I don't know, it doesn't really matter at this point, but I have a bunch of those, so it's fine. And then we have 5 million gold here. So let's go ahead and refine. So the refine button does give me a heads up and said, are you sure you want to use these materials? Refine instantly just goes ahead and does it. I guess just by the definition of instantly, I guess that makes sense, but I was really shocked because almost always this game gives you a pop-up. So there we are. Ares, still a personal favorite as far as art goes. I think Ares is really, really cool. So there we are, folks. So we have Zeus. We'll go ahead and put these into place. Those auto into intelligence. That's good. And then this one goes into strength. And then I have a bunch of space in each of these. Each time you refine, refining really puts a lot. It gives a lot of space for more sepulchrum, more so than the upgrades. And and so after, I maxed out the Frigga, so that's done with Sepulchrum, but it took a few hundred. Let me double check. So Sylph Enchant, I used 373, so to do the maximum, just 3,000, so I'll need 2,627. Okay. Where are we? We can go ahead and look at BRs real quick. So with absolutely nothing on, just a standard, right after refinement, we're at 112,000 BR, and very similar for Ares. Actually, Ares is a little bit more. I don't really know why that is the case. It might have to do, I don't know, do they get BR from their resistances? So this is just a damage reduction. It doesn't increase the resistances, so I'm not totally sure why that's the case. But so we can look at the attributes a little bit. Those guys, I don't think the skills will change really. And of course I keep the skills from before, and we've been at the point for a while now that you can get these fancier skills. The skills that were originally meant only for these sophisticated sylphs have been available. I could have made them. I could put those skills on an Eve if I really wanted to now. So things have changed a lot in that respect. So I'm not going to really do anything to these skills, but it's, yeah. Anyway, don't need a lot of changes there. I'm going to go ahead and chant. I use Zeus more, or Hercules more often. I like using it for, well, actually for Dragon Invasion it doesn't even matter. I can't remember the last time I went into Sylph mode in Dragon Invasion, so I don't think it really matters too much which one of these Sylphs I put the Sepulchrum into. I'll just start working on one, and then when I can't use it anymore, I'll go to the other one. So what did we say? 2,327, I think. If it's a little bit over, I'll just get over it. So there we are. The upgrade. And, where are we? Oh, 2,600, not 2,300. Damn it all. Alright, now we're good. Just the memory of a goldfish. Okay, so then I can collect up these guys. Am I gonna have enough for a trade? I was hoping to be able to show you guys just collecting up stuff for the influence. So here we are. Let me double check. Sylph, that's not the exchange I wanted. Neither is that. This is sort of interesting. A lot of people are talking about exchanging the hammer chests for milks, and then going from milks into advanced henna. That's not a bad call. There is a limit to it, so it's going to be 20 of the hammer chests per 100 advanced henna. So it's not as good as the exchange, which is 120 of the event chests for 1,000 advanced henna. I think that's what it is. And so that exchange isn't as good as this one as far as the rate goes, but because you need 120 chests for the other one, not everybody makes it up to that many chests. So this is actually a good way. If you only have a few chests, you can build up your milks a little bit, get some advanced henna, and just, you know, start creeping your way toward knighthood, because that is unfortunately very important. But this is sort of what I'm looking at. So 50 hammer chests for 200 beads of influence, and so I'm just gonna go ahead. I think I can get 2 of these. I'm just gonna do this. Advanced henna is a thing. I do still need advanced henna, but I'm just not gonna bother with it right now. So I'm just gonna try and sort of have some laser focus on what I want to improve here. So this is not enough for another level yet, but if I continue doing these Sylph things, so you know what, I don't have, if I'm going to use Mahra, I'm probably going to use Advanced Mahra on one of these. Can I do something here? Okay, you look like a good candidate. So here I can use my regular sepulchrum. And so here 1, 4, 9, 19, 39, 89. So I get 89 chests if I can max out this event, which is quite nice. And then I'm able to exchange for the beads of influence. So we know now that the fate system goes up to. Here we are. Now the fate system goes up to level 30, so it's considerable. And it's still not going to be enough to get me to the 2500 mark, but I am very, very close to getting another level here, and the deflect here is so nasty, so of course I want this at level 30. But actually, very surprisingly, I have gotten stunned a few times recently from people who don't have knighthood, and I don't know if it's they somehow have more beads of influence than I do, which is very surprising. You know, usually that would be cashers who have really built that up, and or if it's just that, you know, level 20 or so influence is still enough to somewhat frequently stun somebody with level 26 influence, which I find really, I guess, sort of surprising. And, you know, I don't put any talent points into the knighthood talent that gives that gives a bonus to your influence, so I definitely don't mind trying to up that stat so that there's a lower chance that some of these non-knighthood players can stun me, because that is one of the few advantages to people who don't have knighthood at the moment. So somebody who's on the weaker side actually still has potential for high impact, because stuns are really pretty nasty. So yeah, so that's sort of what I have in mind, what I'm working on right now. You know, it is so hard to find places to work on your toon right now, as the game is, especially with the events. They really tend to drain your materials. So for me, I'm just sort of trying to focus on one thing that I know I can build up, and for now that's influence. Once I get close to level 30, maybe I'll back it up a little bit and just use the wheel to get the rest of it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed those upgrades. It's been such a long time since I've refined a Sylph into one of these advanced forms, and I was so stubborn about not making these two Zeus and Ares, so I don't really have apologies for attempting the strategy that I had before and not doing these upgrades, but I guess it's about time. So thanks for watching, you guys. Take care, and have a very good day.